As most of you might know, the Dungeons update is going to come out very soon, as they have just released the Reforge update in preparation for it. One thing that we've learned with the introduction of the Reforge update is that some items will get skill requirements. A quick example of this could be something like Superior Armor, which requires that you have combat skill 20 for it to actually work. What you might not have noticed is some of these items also have another requirement for being used in Catacomb. Referring to Superior Armor again, we can see that when we look at Superior, we can see that it also needs a Catacombs level of 30 to be used while you're in the Catacomb. This means that you won't be able to use Superior Armor or most of the other armors right out of the gate because you will be restricted as you won't have a high Catacombs level. Luckily, I have come up on another armor set which is actually pretty good for damage and overall in dungeons will be pretty good, that doesn't actually have a Catacomb skill requirement. But before the video starts, please consider subscribing if you do end up enjoying this video or you enjoy any of the other videos on my channel. Also, subscribe so you can be in the under 15k gang, as well as subscribe and go to the Discord server so you can get your own custom role. And back to the video. The armor set that I'll be referring to is the Monster Raider set. During the beginning of Skyblock, this was one of the best sets in the game and could lead you to deal the most possible damage. But as of now, with all the new updates and new armor sets, it's become useless and obsolete in many cases. But because all dragon armors and almost all the good armor sets are locked behind Catacomb skill level, this makes the Monster Raider set extremely useful as it doesn't have a skill that you have to be. To show you that this is actually a worthwhile set, I'll do a quick comparison between this set and Strong. With my Monster Raider set, a God Splash, my AOTD, and my Drag Pet, I look to be dealing about 128 to 130k damage a hit. On the other hand, if I switch to the exact same setup, but instead of wearing my Monster Raider set, I wear a Tarantula helmet and Strong, I'm dealing about 143k, which is not that much more than the Monster Raider set. Also note that the Strong and Tarantula sets both require a Catacomb skill level. Also note that you won't be able to use Tarantula boots because they actually have a Catacomb skill requirement. So if you already have Tarantula boots, you're gonna have to buy yourself some spider boots instead. Also keep in mind, this will only be used for the early portion of the Catacomb. Once you get your Catacombs level up, you'll be able to transfer to different types of armor. And mainly the point that most people are trying to reach is level 30. And this is where you can use more of the endgame sets like tier 12 Perfect, Superior, and many other sets, but it will still be vital for almost every player to use one of these sets in the early Catacombs levels, as it will make it much easier to progress. If this video did end up helping you at all, please consider subscribing to support the channel, as well as subscribe to be in the under 15k gang, as well as join the Discord server if you want to support us even more and just talk to other players, and goodbye.